What's going on, guys? My name is Skater and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys 5 easy ways to get better at tricklining. Now, before this video gets started, I do want to ask you guys a quick favor to drop a like on this video. You liking this video and even dropping a comment in the comment section below will actually help more people find this video on how to trickline, which in return will probably get more people to play Skate 3, which in return makes the skate community bigger, which in return is a W for everyone in the community. So with that being said, make sure you drop a like on this video if it helps you out in any way at all. And I'm also going to timestamp these 5 trickline tips that I have for you guys in today's video. So if you want to skip to whichever part you want, all the timestamps will be on the screen or now on your time bar or in the description below. So the first and one of the most important tips that I have for you to get better at tricklining is to practice your trickline clips without going for the line, okay? So for example, if you don't know how to do a no comply flip, all you have to do is just practice the no comply flip without going for a line. So just find a flat ground, which is literally everywhere in the game, and just keep on doing your no complies and keep on trying to do the flips. And then eventually when you see yourself getting these no comply flips consistently without doing any tricks in between, then that's when you can start adding on your late heel flips. If you have a little bit more speed, you can add in your dog pisses like this right here. You could even do air walks like this right here. Hopefully I land it. Oh, I landed it nice. You guys get the point, right? So just make sure that you're practicing your no comply flips, your boneless flips, and your late shoves and your late heel flips, all that stuff on flat ground. So that way when you're actually going for a real line that you want to hit a clip at, your fingers just know what to do already, and like you just kind of have that muscle memory down pat. So guys, remember, this tip is all about doing your tricks on flat ground first. And pretty much every single trickline trick that you can actually do in terms of like, you know, like the no comply flip, boneless flip, late heel flips, late shoves, stuff like that, you can literally practice all that stuff on flat ground, as you can see me doing right here. So that way when you get into your line, you can just start doing this. Ooh, okay, yeah. 3 grab tricks in 1 grab trick. Boom, end it off right here. Boom, clip. You know what I'm saying? Nice and easy with a little gesture at the end. You feel me, bro? But that is my first tip that I have for you guys in my trickline tutorial for today. This second trickline tip that I have for you guys to get better at tricklining is to avoid these tricks that I'm going to go through right now, okay? So you want to avoid any type of varial tricks, okay? So if you're doing like varial kick flips, varial heel flips, any type of varial trick, keep all of those varial tricks out of your trickline clips, okay? Because that is honestly unacceptable in the trickline community. I really forget why. Like right there I did a varial that was hideous, right? But I really don't know why. I forgot how that became like a trickline rule. People just don't really like to see the varial kick flips or varial heel flips in your trickline clips. So make sure that whenever you're doing trickline clips, you don't do varial kick flips or heel flips. And that goes for regular varials and nollie varials. The next trick I can say to avoid is make sure that you're avoiding these regular pop shove-its, okay? You never want to do a regular pop shove-it like that because it's literally just way too like simple. You know what I'm saying? It looks way too simple, and you know, sometimes people actually do mess up their line, and it's like the only way I could say that you can honestly keep the normal pop shove it in your line is if you're doing a crazy line and if you accidentally did it and like the rest of your line was straight fire, but you only did that one trick, then that's okay. But if you started off with that, you know, little like regular pop shove, then that's already a good sign of a bad trickline clip. So make sure you're not doing any regular pop shove it's like this right here, or like front side shoves, nollie pop shove it's, nollie front side pop shove it's, none of that regular pop shove stuff. Just leave that out of your trickline business, okay? It's gonna make you way better and way more complex. The next trick I'm gonna tell you to avoid is to make sure that you're avoiding any type of kick flip. So that means late kick flips, late back foot kick flips, doing kick flips out of your dart catches like this right here. I don't know, I feel like tricklining is all about style and stuff like that. So it's like if you want to have the best style possible, then I suggest that you avoid all of these kick flip tricks. And it just looks cooler and more complex, a lot more clean, and it's just honestly a trickline rule, and it has been for like years now. But again, if you do like an accidental, like, you know, like late kick flip out of your dart catch or something like that, and if you have a crazy line going on, and if it was just an accident, obviously you can keep it because, you know, the rest of the line was crazy, but you just messed up on that one part. Now the next tricks that I want to get into that you shouldn't be doing is the double grabs, okay? Never do a double grab in the air or even on the floor when you're, you know, just trying to like go around a corner or something like that. Never do a double grab because this is probably one of the ugliest things you could do within your trickline clip. Please don't do this, guys. And as far as all the other tricks that you should avoid in terms of grab tricks, you should avoid like the Christ airs, like stuff like this. Or you should avoid, like, you know what I'm saying, like the no foot airs like this right here. Like, you just don't want to do any of that stuff that doesn't have to do with like tail walks or air walks or dog pisses, Benihana, stuff like that. So make sure that you're not doing, you know, like 1 foots like that, or, you know, you don't want to do like frigid airs. You don't want to do like coffins in the middle of your line. Like, I don't know, it just looks kind of weird. But you know, if you're just going for like a regular trickline clip, or if you're just like a beginner trying to get some eyes on you in the trickline community, I suggest that you don't do any of those tricks that I just said. Same thing with like the judo grab, for example, like this right here. If you're doing like the judo grab in midair like this, Unless you're doing it with the glitch, then don't do that trick either. Now, the next trick is not really a trick, but it's more so something that a lot of people do within their trickline clips nowadays that I see way too much, and that is grabbing your board in the middle of your line, okay? Especially when there's so much space for you to do so much more tricks like a no comply flip or a boneless flip. Don't grab your board in places that you could do actual tricks. So I'm gonna give you guys a perfect example of like holding your board for too long, right? So I see a lot of people start off their clips like right here, for example. So whenever you're starting off your line like right here, right? You could do like a flip at the beginning of this, from what I know, right? So boom, flip. You don't want to grab your board right here just to get to the end of this and then do your no compile flip. Like, you don't want to wait that long just to do a trick. You know what I'm saying? When you could literally do it way before around the time that you grabbed your board, right? So again, we're gonna like restart our clip, and then we're gonna do our first flip. 1 second, I just gonna like get my speed glitch on. Boom, there we go. Right? So first flip, don't grab your board, no compile flip, pop off. Speed glitch, get some speed again, you know what I'm saying? And then you go for your next clip, and that's how you put your tricks together a lot more without grabbing your board. And now you can see that I'm already all the way over here, and I've done so much more tricks instead of just grabbing my board. At least not for that long. Like, if you're grabbing it, like, try not to do it any more than like 2 to 3 seconds max. If it's any longer than 3 seconds, then that's too long. Even 3 seconds is too long, to be honest with you. Now, the last and final trick line tip that I can give you guys in terms of this part of trick lining, you know, tricks to avoid, is to make sure that you're not repeating your tricks, okay? So many people talk about this, even me, in every single trick line clip. So for example, if you're trying to be like too complex, make sure that, you know, within your complex line that you're doing like different tricks so people can actually be impressed with your line. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do like 3 nollie hard flips in the same line, it's like, bro, what are you doing? You could have done like a nollie inward heel flip. You could have done a regular hard flip, a regular inward heel flip. Like, so many other different tricks are available for you within trick lining. That's why I always say to make sure that you guys are not repeating your tricks, because it's kind of just like a trick line rule. A lot of these things that I'm telling you guys right now in today's video are honestly just trick line rules that people have came up with over the years of trick lining being a thing. So remember, do not repeat your tricks in your trick line clips. So far, those are all the tricks that I can think of what not to do in your trick line clips. But if I forgot anything, and if you're a trick liner that's actually good at trick lining watching this video, make sure you put it in the comment section below of anything that I might have forgotten, just so you know we can help out the beginners just trying to learn how to trick line just like us. So now moving on to the third trick line tip that I have for you guys in today's video, and this is how to be more complex with your trick lining, okay? And not just with trick lining, but just with playing Skate 3 in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are tricks that you could do to just make the game a lot more fun and just make it look a lot more cool, and you just feel way more accomplished whenever you do like some cool shit in Skate 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about if you do cool shit in Skate 3 all the time. Now, one of the first tricks I can tell you guys about is the late shove, okay? The late shove is a really good trick to add within the middle of your trick line clips, or even to start off your trick line clips. But one little tip about the late shove that a lot of people don't know about yet is whenever you're doing the regular late shove. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. The regular late shove, especially during the nollie, for example, this is a lot slower, right? So we're gonna go for both late shoves 3 times each, okay? We're gonna do the front side late shove 3 times, and then the regular late shove 3 times. Here we go. Front side 1, front side 2, and front side 3, okay? And I was even doing those front side late shoves pretty late. But now look at how much slower my late shoves are when I do the regular late shove. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not that much of a difference, but when you're in the middle of a trick line clip, bro, you're gonna definitely be able to tell what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, you can do any late shove you want, but I prefer doing the front side late shove because I just feel like it's better for my style of trick lining. But the next late trick that I can talk to you guys about is the late heel flips, all right? Late heel flips, or even late back foot heel flips, are really cool too within your trick line clips. Pretty self-explanatory stuff right there. And this is also just a better way to remember to not do your late kick flips like this, because like, look at how much different these look, all right? Late kick flip, late heel flip. Like, the late heel flip just looks way better in my opinion. I don't know. Let me know what you think looks better in the comment section below, the late heel flip or a late kick flip. Now, the next trick we're gonna go through is actually a little bit more advanced, but you know, if you already kind of know how to trick on a little bit, then I'm pretty sure you can get this, because honestly, I learned this trick pretty fast when I was trying to learn it for the first time. So this is gonna be the crail pop, okay? So this is what I'm talking about right here. Boom, I just got that first try. That was pretty cool. So how you do your crail pops, right? I'm not gonna exactly go through how to do the crail pops. I'm just letting you know that this is something that you could do within your trick line clips to make your lines a little bit more complex. But me trying to explain the crail pop right now in this video is gonna make this video way too long, and it's not really the main topic for this video. But if you want a crail pop tutorial, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to make it for you guys. So crail pops is definitely another big thing that you can add to your lines to make your lines a little bit more complex like that. Let's see if you can try to hit this line real quick. Do another crail pop maybe. Oh, I almost did it, but my freaking skateboard went into the ground. So the next trick that I can tell you guys about that'll make your trick lining a lot more complex is doing a dark late front side shove whenever you're ending off your line. Like, watch this. Look, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay? The dark late front side shove looks so cool, as you guys can see. Now, usually what I do to actually even set up this trick is to make sure that I'm obviously in fakie. in a nose manual, right? And then I end off my line always with the nollie 360 hard flip dart catch. And then I do the late shove out by doing basically like a normal nollie pop shove it. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how you do the late front side dark shove. Another cool way to end off your lines is to do a front side to stale grab. So like doing it like this. So again, 3 tricks, 1, 2, and then end off your line with that trick right there, but obviously within a flip. So you want to make it look like that, okay? So usually whenever I end off my lines like that, it's when I'm doing like multiple flips at the end. So if I wanted to do like 3 flips, I'll end off my last flip with that front side to stale grab. So again, like this, right? So this is the end of my line. I'm gonna go 1 flip, 2 flips, and then 3 flips, and then boom. That's how I pretty much use the FS to stale whenever I'm doing at the end of my lines. Now the next trick I can tell you about is doing inverted flips, okay? Now what I mean by inverted flips is once you master these no comply flips, for example, a really cool inverted flip that I like to do is this one right here with the front foot like that. So the reason why I call it an inverted flip is because do you see which way like my skater is flipping? He's kind of doing like a front flip and a back flip at the same time with the trick in between. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that makes your line look a lot more complex, but you don't have to do a no comply flip just to do an inverted flip. Like you could even do an inverted flip like off of here. So make sure you include inverted flips within your lines because it's gonna make you look a lot more advanced whenever you're trick lining. The next trick I can tell you guys about is popping your tricks within your lines, okay? So let's just say if I wanted to like pop into like this little ramp right here, right? So I want to wait until the very end, like until my skater is in fakie in a nose manual like this, right? Until he's like this and until he gets to the very end. Right here is where I want to pop my trick. So that way when I pop my trick and I land back into the regular stance that I'm in, I'm already going into the slope and I can add in like a trail pop or something like that. Like, let me show you guys right now. So boom, pop my trick right here and then go into the trail pop like that. You know what I'm saying? Just make your line look a little bit more complex like that. Let's see if we can hit this one. Ooh. Okay, I low-key repeated the FS to stale. So that was like a little thing that I could look out for in my clip, right? Inverted flip, boom. And then boom, boom, and then boom. I did another freaking FS to stale. I have a really bad habit of doing that. It's probably like one of the only tricks that I personally repeat because I just can't flip with my right trigger. I just can't. I don't know why, but that's why I literally don't do BS to mutes. Like I could try right now. Hold on, wait. Let's see if I can do 1 BS to mute. See, like look at what happens whenever I try to do my flip with my. Oh, okay, I did it. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't bad. But yeah, back to what I was saying, just popping into your tricks is gonna make your lines look a lot more complex like that. You know what I'm saying? It just looks a lot more fast, a lot more clean, a lot more complex, and it makes you look a lot more advanced at trick lining. So the next trick that I can tell you guys about to make your line a little bit more complex is to do multiple grab shakes in 1 grab, okay? So what I mean by that, right? I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm gonna get a lot of speed for this one. So I'm gonna do like my dog piss, into my air walk, into my judo nose grab. You see how I just did 3 grab tricks in like 1 grab? Like I didn't let go of my board. I was holding on my board the whole entire time. Boom, I low-key just ended off that line kind of clean, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But as you guys can see, as I'm going for my dog piss, I switched to my air walk so fast. And you guys see how clean that looks? Look at this. I went from my dog piss to my air walk. It's like my freaking skater's doing like a break dance in midair. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at it. Dog piss, air walk, and then I went into the judo nose grab. Now, if you look at my front hand, as I'm grabbing the nose of my board, I do not let go of my nose, not 1 time. Look at my hand the whole entire time, okay? The hand that's grabbing the nose. I do not let go of my board, not 1 time, and I did all 3 grab tricks that you could do, and that was for me grabbing my right trigger. Now, if I was doing it with my left, I could do the Benihana to the 1 foot tail grab to the tail walk. You can really do it with different types of techniques, you know what I'm saying? It's really all depends on like what you prefer, but I'm gonna try to do like my left trigger grabs now, so let's see here. Let's see if I can do a little bit faster now, so here we go. So, wait. See how I just did? Oh my gosh, that was a crazy pop. You guys see that? That was crazy. But you see after this tail walk, right? After I did the tail walk, and then I did a quick Benihana and went right back to my tail walk. So it was kind of like dancing in midair. Literally, it looked so cool. And I got that crazy pop at the end. I don't even know how. Now, the last thing that I can say that'll make your trick lines look a little bit better. Now, this is not really a trick. It's more so something that you could do with your skater. So if you have like a quick little pause in your clip, but you don't really want to grab your board, just add in like a little gesture. You know what I'm saying? Trickline, again, guys, is all about style. So you want to make sure that you're doing the coolest tricks possible within your trickline clip so you can actually have a good trickline clip. But if I forgot anything else, if you're a trickliner, make sure you know, post it in the comment section below so we can help out the other beginners. Now, the next tip I can give you guys to get more creative with your tricklining and just better at tricklining in general is to simply inspect your trickline spot, okay? If you're not inspecting your trickline spot before you actually go for the line, then that's kind of setting yourself up for failure within the line. You know what I'm saying? Because what I mean by inspecting your trickline spot is like pretty much like look for all the places that you can do flips within your line before you go for the line, okay? Just so you can like kind of avoid grabbing your board and stuff like that. Try looking at the spot before you do it. So for example, if I'm like inspecting this whole entire like little like simple line that we were just going for a while, I'm gonna see like, all right, I can do like a pop into my curl pop right here, and then I can do like a tail walk out of my curl pop, and then I can do like a little rocket air right here, you know, going over this little like part right here, and then I can do another curl pop right here, and then I'm gonna land off in my regular stance right here, and then do like a no comply flip so I can slow myself down before this ramp, and then just end off your line. And that's what I mean by inspecting your clip. You can see where you can do different flips, different tricks, and just a bunch of different stuff, all right? That's like one of the easiest things you can do as a trickliner is just simply inspecting your spot and seeing what you can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? So like right here, boom, slow myself down so I can get this flip right here. Of course it failed, but we're gonna go for it again. Speed glitch again. And now we're gonna end off our line right here after we do our 3 tricks. 1, 2, and 3. Wait. 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 flips at the end of my clip, bro. Now, this is the last and final trickline tip that I can give you guys on how to be better at tricklining. And this is the most important trickline tip, okay? I don't even have to play. I can just tell you guys this and look you straight in the face and tell you this, okay? One of the most important tips I can give you is to not copy other trickliners, okay? You can take inspiration from other people's lines and trickline styles and stuff like that, but don't copy every single thing that they do, because for one, it's a small community, so everyone's gonna know that you're copying that specific trickliner. And if you want to get actual recognition for being a good trickliner within the skate community, then I suggest that you just come up with your own style and make it unique too, okay? Because guys, remember, being unique isn't about being the best, okay? Being unique is being a kind of its own, all right? Being unique is doing something that people aren't doing. Make sure that you're also in the right stance, whether it be goofy or regular, because you don't want to keep on switching from, you know, stance to stance, because you just want to master one stance, so that way it's not slowing down your progress. Just master either goofy or regular, so that way when you actually master the stance, you can go to the next stance if you really want to give yourself a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And this tip goes especially for the beginners, okay? If you're a beginner, then don't switch between goofy and regular. Just find a comfortable stance for you that you feel, you know, comfortable tricklining with. Because remember, goofy and regular are pretty much polar opposites on your controller. So remember, pick a stance and stick with it. My suggestion is that I want to see a lot more regular trickliners in the community, because I feel like there's a lot more goofy trickliners than there is regular trickliners. So it'd be nice to see a lot more regular trickliners. So if you're a beginner right now, and if you're wanting to learn tricklining a lot more and stuff like that, then make sure that you pick whatever stance that you want, but just know that there's a lot less regular trickliners in the community. So if you want to, you know, stick out a lot more, then go into regular. There's just way more goofy trickliners than reg trickliners. So make sure you keep that in mind whenever you are picking a stance. That was a crazy speed glitch. What the hell? Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for my trickline tutorial for today. That is all I have for you. But if this video helped you out in any way at all, or if you just want more people to know how to trickline, make sure you drop a like on it, subscribe to my channel if you're new with notifications on so you never miss a video, and let me know in the comment section below which was the most helpful tip for you. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Skater, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.